against objects correctly, I think. Dot move. Move X, move Y. Let's give this a shot, see if this works. Oh, I need to assign it. I didn't assign it. Stonewood, we have a move on path. Where are you? There we go. Gotta bring in our move object. I should actually go ahead and update all the characters with this. They have move on path grids, yeah. Oh, you're completely messed up. You're an old one. We have a couple of different like character archetypes in here. We want them all to use the same thing so we can exchange any character at any point in the game and just turn on whether it's controlled by the player or the AI, which we've got mostly set up. In fact, even objects in the scene are characters. It was sort of easier to do it that way. So I guess you could control a table. Not that you'd want to. Okay, so that's not working at all. So let's make sure I'm calling the right function. Removing, it's clamping it. Because it's telling us to move based off of direction. Yeah. Let's see what's happening with this. So it's inputting those values, which should be fine. And it's clamping them within the range. So it should be updating, but something's not happening. Once again, we're not getting to where we expect it to go. And our walk on move, or walk move object should be taking precedence. Yep. So this is telling us that this is not getting those speed values. Let's double check that. I didn't actually say who's doing that. Move on path grid. Yeah, so they're getting set to 0 again, which I don't know why they are. What is setting them to 0? So move on path grid fires. Let's find all the references to this, because something else is setting our move to 0. No look selected, that's move character. That's fine. I expect that to be happening. So for some reason, we're calling our move, but it's not getting to our actual character. It could be a fixed update issue again. It is. We're setting this on fixed update. It is not when we necessarily want to... Well, the move our character gets moved on fixed update. This should carry over in the next frame, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. I could make this work in update, in which case it sends it over and then it deals with it in whatever update it wants to do. Or I could adjust this. We can put more conditions so that we don't do this if it's 0, 0. I do want to set the velocity to 0, 0 if it is. So I do need to hit this at least once. So we need to trigger this still once. But these could be going at sort of random times, and I think that's why it's not really getting to it. It'll trigger it only once, yeah. Yeah, there's sort of some issues here with how the code's interacting with each other in fixed update. That these could run in different times in different orders, I guess. Which is a bit of an issue for me wanting to control that from here. I could just throw this in update. There are other things sort of touching this though. Let's do that for now. I might have to fix some other problems later. Let's see what happens. The character is probably also going to move very slow. His paths aren't exactly as nice as we'd like them to be. With his little shake. So we definitely got to clean up the paths, but at least it's walking with the movement. Still much better with this. We also move a lot faster too, so I'll have to balance those out, those speeds. And the reason it's doing that is because it's constantly adjusting these values, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's making tiny little tweaks constantly. If we look back at it, what I'll do is I'll set this, and we can see that it's making these tiny little adjustments, constantly trying to get up above or below it. So I need to smooth this out so it doesn't make these tiny adjustments. So we don't get this stutter walk, because this is absolutely not what we want. This is just gross, the way he shakes around. So I have to figure out a way to sort of smooth out that input so the mouse walk looks as good as the controller walk. And that might be beyond the scope of the of this, but let's take a look. How am I doing this? So this is the code to actually decide what direction we're going, and this is what's being a little too sensitive. I guess, yeah, I'm making, like, I could put thresholds on this so they don't adjust as much. because we move a lot, and so we're moving too much exactly is what's going on. These should be compensating for that though. Yeah, I can't see what's going on with these exactly, so I'll have to take a little bit more, bigger look into this. So at the very least, we do have our walk animation working for this. And so we can set this up with other animations as well. Right now I've just done this for the walk, but when we have different animations or different characters, we can just slap this script on and use this. For now I'm going to use these defaults, just because they're how we're going to work for most of the case. So I'm going to set these up as the defaults in the code for this multi-walk animator. And we'll work with these values. I still have to test it out with an analog control stick to make sure that feels good as well, that these threshold to the right amount we want. And then we need to adjust it for the perspective. I'm just sort of getting the functionality in first. And then yeah, I'm going to have to spend some time afterwards taking a look at that walk code and see if I can smooth that out at all. So let's go ahead and adjust this. I'm going to slap these as assumed directions for defaults. So we have a reference of sort of how this works for whenever we put this on a new character. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add in bricks run animations. And we're going to slap another one of these components on and turn it off. What is it, west? I can just finish these up. Cool. So we're going to add another multi-walk component, or multi-walk animator. And we have these, but we're going to adjust it from idle. Let's turn, I don't have to turn this one off. I just have to use the right components. There we go. So if I just turn that to none, then our walk one won't work anymore. And now I need to bring in the brick run animations. Oh, that's why I didn't like these. These aren't floats. You guys are talking about some pretty sweet shmups. Jamestown's a classic. Well, I guess it's a new classic, but it should be a classic. How old does something have to be a classic? I don't know. So we need to grab our run animations. Got all these sweet runs. Let's drop this in. We'll import those. All right. Need to go back to our brick collection. Let's grab all our run animations, drop them in there, slice them up. Take a little while to compile the atlas. So after we get this run animation, we'll be signing off. It's been a good little over 2 hours of coding. But I want to get that run in there first. Just to sort of like make sure the main thing that I want to happen with this thing happens, which is that we can drop in new animations for new characters. Now I'm doing this with brick run animation, but if we had the slime animations, we could just slap them on that, or if we had whatever character animations that we have, we just drop them in. That's the idea. And this is taking quite a while to compile that atlas. I've got a lot of slices in it. I'm slicing it up pretty small, so it's got a lot of thinking to do. I'm slitting it up to 8x8 tiles, which optimizes a lot of things such as transparency rendering and texture size, which are things I'm a little more interested in at this moment. There's also going to be a cost of splitting that up, but alright, sweet. I kind of just want to look at the sprite atlas. Alright, it's gone all the way to a 256 by 512. We got a lot of pieces in there. But that's good. Let's go ahead and make our new animations. Alright. So we'll have a run. Let's get our menu so we can select the right things. Run south, 10 frames. Feels a little slow. I kind of like that better. Too fast. Alright, we're going to try 16 frames for the frame rate on this. I like it a little bit better. Obviously, Maximo is the one who's going to eventually make the decision for this, but... feels pretty good. It's also stuttering a little bit because of the stream, so it'll look much smoother when you're actually playing the game. Let's do 15 actually. The reason why I want to do 15 instead of 16 is because that's divisible by 16. And our frame rate's going to be 60, so it'll make the animation smoother. We won't get double frames. If I do 16, then it doesn't line up over the iteration of like many playthroughs. So you'll get one frame that like plays twice, or we cut a frame, which doesn't look great. East, 15, autofill, and that one. I like that one. North. One's got to be a hard one to do. The north run. Oh, I enabled these backwards. That's not east. Cardinal directions, I know them. I think I'm missing one. Am I? East, northeast. Run east, run south. I'm missing run west. Where's one west? There we go. Cool. Save all those animations. It's all good. I do like the Leah impressions going on in chat. Nice highs being thrown around. Good job, Cerberus. Alright, our animations are in. We can put the thing on. Let's put the thing on. Okay, so I have a new character controller that will take the run directions. So we go find the sprite. So expand our multi-walk thing. And we'll just name these the run animations. Run northeast. Now I still don't have any actual logic that determines whether you're running or walking yet. So right now I'm just going to turn it on or off. Alright, let's see if we run. Nope. Oh, it's asking me because I have an reference there. Let's just calculator. This one equal no. Oh, it's move object. I'm just doing this for a test. Normally I wouldn't. Well, we'd assume that it would be there. We want some sort of error thrown. I put in the directions slightly wrong. But we got this guy running around. Let's go fix up my directions real quick. Ah, yes, I didn't put in the right number values. Gotta fix our thresholds. So yeah, we'll still have to do another pass and set these thresholds based off the perspective of the scene. We'll be seeing a lot more of the front animations. Oh! I put 2 in the wrong order. 22, 67, 112, 157, 202, 247, 2... Oh no, those are all in the right order. Can I do this in the right order? North, northwest, west, southwest, south, southeast. Did I name them right? Southwest, that's southeast. I think someone pointed that out on chat. Thank you for saving me. Alright, there we go. Commit that. Save that. Play that. Oh. There's too much Starr Mazer for the music. And we got a nice run animation. That looks cool when it's like behind. I like that. I like that a lot. I think he's running behind Slimo. He needs to move a little bit faster. But yeah, let's crank it up. Let's adjust our move speed. double it. 240. 120. Bam. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that speedy run. That feels good. Yeah, right. Oh. There's such a sense of urgency. Sweet. So, we've got some sweet running animations in there. Alright, that's it. We got this thing working for the most part. I mean, there's still some tweaks to it. There's probably optimizations to it. And I need to consider if the idea that I thought up the threshold is even the right way to do it. I had some issues maintaining the code there, so that's probably not a good sign. And our friend Bold Big Plank did bring up some good critiques on it. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. Maybe there's an easier way to represent this data, a more visual way to show it. Or possibly automating the process, maybe showing some sliders of like a grid. We can get really involved in it, but at the very least, it works. And so there's still some more steps to do it, modifying with like the mouse controls, making sure that all works. But yeah, we got a sweet run animation. This feels a lot better. Feels a lot better. So. Thank you everyone for joining. It was great having you all on the stream and talking about awesome shmups and seeing the run animation, giving good feedback, giving good suggestions, good questions. It's great. If you are new here, then you can follow us on this stream where we go at least 3 times a week. We've been doing a lot more. We've been playing games with devs. We played Duck Game the other night with Landon, which was super cool. So you want to hit that follow button so you can make sure to find out whatever we're streaming, because we're doing it more often than just the 3 times a week at 3 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So make sure to do that. Otherwise, you can also check out us on @StarrMazer if you want more direct conversations. There's also the forums, StarrMazer.com forums, which are really heating up with a bunch of people here that have been in the chat. All these people have been saying things. They're in the forums also saying more things. So yeah, thank you very much for joining in, and we'll see you next time. Now I have to do the thing where I wave, and I have to go adjust the screen. I have to go to my screen adjust panel. It's over here. All right, see ya.